Hey, citizens, this is President Vochelli bringing you a new series, the Pokemon Fire Red Rocketlocke. So, in this series, I'm going to be playing a Nuzlocke through Pokemon Fire Red, but I'm also going to add some special rules to make it Team Rocket themed. So, first off, let's start with the standard Nuzlocke rules for those of you who just don't know yet. And that's fine, I was in your shoes at 1.2. Nuzlocke rules basically make playing through the story of a Pokemon game much, much harder, because you can only catch one Pokemon per new area. If you fail to catch the first Pokemon that you encounter on a route, or, it's just any other new area, then, you know what? That's tough luck for you. You're not going to get another Pokemon to catch on that route. You have to wait till the next one. So the number of Pokemon you can use is very, very limited. And combined with the other rule, where any Pokemon whose HP goes to 0 is considered dead and you cannot use it anymore, that makes it very, very difficult to maintain a fresh supply of Pokemon to get through the game. Fresh trained Pokemon, I should say. Now, the Team Rocket rules of this Nuzlocke are mostly two things. Though there's also one extra, being I'm going to look like a member of Team Rocket. Yes, I have actually hacked the ROM of this game to insert custom sprites to make myself look like a Team Rocket member. So it's not just going to be the overworld sprite, it's going to be the back sprite, the front sprite. It's all good. But disclaimer, I did not do any of this artwork myself. I am not that good. I am very, very new to ROM hacking. I just learned enough in order to place existing character sprites into the game. And these character sprites were made by a MrDollSteak. Yes, he created the Pokemon Apollo ROM hack, which is an excellent game. It has you play as a member of Team Rocket, start off from the bottom, and work your way up through the organization. Yeah, definitely make sure to check out that game. I've played it myself. It's quite fun. Just amazing what the guy did. What the guy did to make the Team Rocket motif come to life. So definitely support him. Because people who do amazing work like that really do need to be recognized for it. So, with that said, let's move on to the actual gameplay aspects of the Rocketlocke. Now, first off, the Pokemon that can be considered my first encounter are very limited. Only to about 100 Pokemon, and this is based on Pokemon that were featured as Dark, Team Rocket, or Giovanni Pokemon and the Pokemon trading card game. So these are like from sets, some of the really early sets, like the Team Rocket expansion, some like I believe Gym Heroes, Gym Challenges. They have a few Giovanni Team Rocket Pokemon. I think Neo Destiny, that had a few Dark Pokemon, and Team Rocket Returns. So, I was figuring, any Pokemon that can be turned dark or to a Rocket Pokemon, those are Pokemon that are approved for Team Rocket use. So therefore, I'm not going to be using, those things like Wigglytuffs or Chanseys or anything that's cute or stuff like that. It has to be able to be turned evil and sinister looking, and it's also just an excuse for me to feature that amazing dark artwork that they use for those cards in my party cells below. Alright, so anyways, I'm starting off the game. You see, everything looks good with my sprite. Of course, I will withdraw that potion. Now, because I limited the Pokemon I can use to only those Team Rocket cards, that means I only have like 100 Pokemon that I can catch. So more than double that is unavailable to me. But that is okay, because I also have an expanded pool of Pokemon to catch in any given area, because as a Team Rocket member, I can steal other trainers' Pokemon. Yes, there's actually a cheat where if I hold down the left and right bumpers of the game at the same time and throw a Pokeball, I can catch a opponent's Pokemon. So, that means the first encounter in any new area can either be a wild Pokemon or a trainer's Pokemon. Whichever one fits the limited selection of Pokemon I have. You know, whichever one comes first. If I am not able to catch the first thing I encounter, well, that's too bad for me. I will not be able to catch any other Pokemon on that route. It's not that I can catch a wild Pokemon and steal a trainer's Pokemon. No, it's one or the other. Whichever one fits my criteria first. Alright, so with that said, those are the main rules of the Pokemon Rocketlocke. And as you'll see, those differ slightly from other Rocketlocks that have been done, where you catch Pokemon of certain types. Like, normal, dark, poison, etc., etc. You know, the types that Team Rocket usually uses. You know, and I was not, voice acting any of that text there, because it's more important for me to get through the rules in this first episode. And I'm sure you've read this a million times if you're a frequent YouTuber. Alright, so there's a few other sub-rules I need to discuss. Dupes and species clause applies, meaning any Pokemon that is of the same species or type that I encounter. I don't have to catch that Pokemon if I already have a Pokemon of the same species and evolutionary type. Sorry, I need to go roundabout way in order to make that sentence coherent. So I can just go ahead and pass that encounter and choose a new one. Alright, next, Shining Clause is in effect. If I encounter a Shining, I can go ahead and catch that. Also, static Pokemon, they do not count as new area encounters and are just encounters in their own right. I can go ahead and catch them. But that does not apply to, well, it kind of applies to legendary Pokemon. Meaning that if I encounter a legendary Pokemon, and it's just going to be static legendaries, I don't have legendary Pokemon appearing in the wild, I have to try to catch it. And that is because, as a Team Rocket member, I have to catch the rare legendary Pokemon for Giovanni. I cannot use them, but I have to catch them. Alright, and then we go to the randomization settings for this Nuzlocke, which, yes, this is a randomized Nuzlocke. I'm using Pokemon of similar strength, so therefore, the Pokemon that appear on the first route, they're going to be of similar strength to the Rattatas, the Pidgeys, and whatever else appears there. So, I'm not going to be encountering a Charizard on the first route. That's going to be coming later. Yes, people have to work hard to get their Pokemon evolved and up in tip-top shape. Okay, anything else? I guess just TMs and items are also randomized. And, of course, the starter Pokemon. But I chose the exact starter Pokemon that I want to use. And it's up to you all, citizens, to choose which starter out of these three that you want me to use. Just go ahead and leave a comment with the name of the Pokemon you want me to use in the comments below. And whichever one gets the majority vote is, of course, the one I am going to be using. So, with that said, let's go ahead and show you the first starter, Rattata. Excuse me. Now, Rattata is just a classic Team Rocket Pokemon. Like every other grunt has one. And I think it's just a great Pokemon to have in a Nuzlocke early on because it gets access to Hyper Fang, which is one of the most powerful moves that you can get that early in the game. And plus, I just love how Raticate looks. It's just a small, angry rodent. So next off, you can choose Zubat. Which, again, just another classic Team Rocket Pokemon. If they don't have a Rattata, they'll have a Zubat. And, yeah, its evolutions, Golbat and Crobat, are very, very useful in their own rights. Nice, annoying Pokemon. Just gotta love it. And also, you don't really see a lot of people use Zubats in their Nuzlocks anyway. Or Rattatas, for that matter. Alright, and finally, you can choose Houndour, which I know not a lot of Team Rocket grunts use these. But you know what? The Team Rocket boss Archer did use a Houndour. So I thought, you know, this adds a nice variety of types and generations to the starter lineup. So, you know, it's not just all Gen 1. It's not all poison types, not all normal types or anything like that. So anyways, again, leave the name of the Pokemon you want to see in the comments below. Now, that's right, one last rule, I am not going to nickname my Pokemon. And that is because, as a Team Rocket grunt, I see Pokemon as tools. They are not friends, I do not nickname them. Simple as that. So, with all of that said, thank you very much, citizens, for watching this episode. If you are hyped for this series, make sure to smash that like button and to share this series with your friends. You know, go ahead and tell them on your social medias and face-to-face, on the phone. You can wake them up in the middle of the night for all I care, just as long as you get them to watch this series, because I'm so excited for doing this for all of you. I hope it entertains you, and I just want as many people to enjoy it as possible. So, I think with all that said, just make sure to leave your vote in the comments, and this has been President Vochelli, signing off, citizens. Until next time.